to go on
Go.
YouTube.
No, you better not put this on YouTube.
Go.
Anyways, so if you watch a violent movie, there's a lot more steps that it takes to get to killing somebody and committing violent acts than it does.
I disagree. But go ahead, sorry.
But like, if you watch a violent movie, you're not going to go out and kill somebody. Like, you're not going to go out and hurt people.
That's not necessarily
Like,
true,
reason-
but...
Are you
like-
sure? There was this guy who was listening to rap for like 10 hours while he was driving.
10
Then
hours?
he got to the gas station and he like murdered the prison. Anyway, don't record me.
Sorry,
like,
go on with your
But
thing.
sexual sin is a lot easier to commit. It's a lot more private. It's a lot more discreet.
And more acceptable.
And more acceptable. And so if you watch a movie that has socially acceptable sex in it,
But they got
Then
married
you-
in Twilight.
yeah, but
That still doesn't mean anything.
she's totally digging his bones before.
Wow. This is so going on YouTube now. And notice how this is taking place in the chapel too.
No, this is not the chapel. This is not the chapel.
Oh, it's sorry,
But anyways,
a church
I
then.
think that it's more likely to happen that you commit sexual sin after watching a sexual movie that has sexual actions in it, especially when they're
Agreed.
socially acceptable, than if you watch a violent movie as, like, if you're going to commit a violent crime or violence towards somebody.
I got something to say too.
I disagree.
Even when watching sex, it's a lot more stimulating to the human body than it is by watching violent films.
This is true.
But
Well,
watching violent movies,
Violent
also
movies
is-
stimulate violence.
they do.
They really do.
But
I've
yes,
never
yes,
wanted to
But
go
sexual,
kill somebody.
sexual stimulation is a lot more stronger
Yeah.
and a lot more powerful than violent. Than to go out. And
You don't happen to be a guy here, so...
Also, violence,
talking,
violence
okay, honey?
isn't as socially
Why? Because I'm
acceptable.
shooting it down?
No, you're
Like,
good.
Yeah.
It's definitely
I'm a
not
psychologist.
And
socially
so you're willing to
Not
open
yet.
yourself up to that movie. You're
No, a
willing to
psychologist is one who
See,
studies psychology.
That,
I'm listening.
That is one of
Because,
my,
Quiet.
because I
I'm a biologist.
Yeah, you are.
I guess that's one of my dirty secrets, you know what I mean? Like, I like violent movies. Like, I need to stop. I love zombie movies, you know what I mean? But definitely, any kind of sin is going to promote you to do a sin. Like,
Yes.
it's gonna cause you to be more susceptible to sin.
Okay, so
And
bring
so,
this back around.
If you watch, I'll bring it back around to Twilight.
Yeah, because that's
I
what
can
we
say
started off
I can
on.
say
That's
something
what we
about
started
Twilight
off
here.
on.
Yeah.
There's something I read
I don't
about
want to hear what you
pornography.
think about it.
Pornography. I'm going to bring this
Okay,
in.
all right.
Pornography.
Go, go, go.
Obviously, pornography, huge industry, but a lot of it is. I mean, people think it's more targeted towards men, but in all reality, yeah. I mean, you're talking about like in a more picture sense, the more visual. You know, that the pornography that everyone knows. Yes, that one is more directed towards men than women. But pornography is not viewing naked, nude people on the internet or whatever.
Right.
Pornography is whatever.
Well,
comes-
it is, but it's
Pornography
not just
is whatever kind of picture comes into your mind, and if it brings sexual stimulation. Stuff like Twilight and just all that garbage, that is pornography to women.
I